Hi, welcome to the Mammoth Tech Show. I'm Jeff Birch.
And I'm Frank Birch.
And today we'll be reviewing a little Android phone, the Samsung Galaxy Mini, the GTS 5570.
That's correct, yeah.
Yes, and it's running Android 2.2 or Froyo, and it's very stylistically very similar to the big brother, the Galaxy S, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yes, it's running a 600 megahertz processor, so about average for the entry-level Android phones. It comes in at between £100 and £200 depending on where you buy it. So it's competing with the likes of the HTC Wildfire and the San Francisco, the orange San Francisco. So, how does it compare? Unlike some of the previous budget Android phones, it has 2.2 now. So how are you finding 2.2?
It's lovely. Yeah, it's a lot smoother than 2.1, and it seems to run a lot smoother. The phone's a lot more responsive than it used to be. It's got some cool features, like when you do your text messages, it comes up in little bubbles. Just going to see if I've got one here that I can demonstrate with. Here we go, yep, it comes up in little speech bubbles.
Colour coded.
Yeah, it's colour coded, and if you go into settings, you can put it into different backgrounds, so you can make your bubbles look different. Yeah, I mean it's lovely. I mean I love it. It's nice and small, and it's much more responsive than 2.1. It's
a capacitive screen, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, nice capacitive.
So it responds to
yeah.
my fingertips rather than my fingernails. I don't have to poke it.
There's a sort of slightly bigger brother to this, the Galaxy Ace, which comes in around the £200 to £300 price point, and stylistically looks a bit more like the iPhone 4. But in terms of performance, not a huge amount of difference between the two. I think it even have the same 3 megapixel camera, I believe. Could be wrong. But this one seems, for what you get for money, seems better value. You don't seem to get that much extra with the Ace, do you? Unless you really want to go for that iPhone 4 square-sided look.
No, this one has everything that you'd want really from a phone. It comes with Google Maps as well installed, so you've got the free sat-nav on this one as well that comes along with Google Maps.
GPS built in.
Yeah, GPS built in. It's got the cool feature on the Google search. If you look here, you can see there's a little microphone symbol next to the toolbar, and if you press that, you can use voice search on Google, which is just a cool, fun feature.
Yeah, also you need a data connection.
You obviously need a data connection, yeah, and I think as well you can. It's got voice recognition on your text messages as well, as long as you've got data connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got all the connectivity you want. It's got Wi-Fi, which I find a lot of phones in this price range don't necessarily have Wi-Fi.
Some of the cheaper budget
phones
don't have the Wi-Fi.
Don't have the Wi-Fi, but this has also got it's got your usual. It's got Bluetooth, everything built in as well, which means you can connect it in the car and whatnot.
Here we have a orange San Francisco, also known as the ZTE Blade, and differences between the two. I think the screen's about the same size. This is slightly bigger screen. There we go. Slightly bigger screen on the San Francisco. Also, the screen on this particular version of the San Francisco is a AMOLED, active matrix organic LED screen. However, I believe current versions on sale for the San Francisco no longer come with a AMOLED screen. I think it's due to supply problems with the screens, they only come with TFT screens now. So the big selling point of the San Francisco is, I believe, sadly gone. Whether that will return, I don't know.
But it was never really a selling point as such, was it? They never advertised it as having.
Oh yes, they never really advertised it, unless you really knew about it. You have to really know it's there to do a bit of research. But yes, if you did know that, it was a big selling point, because it is a fantastic screen on the orange San Francisco, an absolutely wonderful screen, and a bit higher resolution, about twice the resolution of that. I must admit, on that one of the few things I can find wrong with that phone is sometimes the text isn't the clearest, or like the text, the icons, the little writing underneath the icons, can be a bit squodgy. There's not quite enough pixels to make up the writing quite smooth enough, whereas on this one it is really lovely and sharp. However, speed-wise, this one kicks the San Francisco comprehensively.
Is that purely because this one's running 2.2
I
and
don't
that
know,
was
they
running
have
2.1?
the same CPU, whether it's actually the same speed CPU, whether it's actually the same CPU, I'm not sure. But whatever it is, the Galaxy Mini uses those CPUs a lot more effectively. It's just whips through the menus. The gallery, the little pictures in the gallery just tumble into place just many times faster than on the San Francisco. It's just a heck of a lot quicker and therefore nicer to use. In comparison with other machines on the market, like the Wildfire, how do we rate the Mini?
I would say it's better value for money than the Wildfire. The Wildfire comes in at about 170.
Yes, it is quite. Yeah, it can be quite pricey.
Yeah, it can be quite pricey. It also depends on the size of the phone. If you want a slightly bigger, chunkier phone, then the Wildfire might be.
Yeah,
I like the little mini compact
yeah.
phones, so this is the perfect size for the sort of phones that I go for and the sort of phones that I like. Also, this one comes out of the box with 2.2, which was a huge selling point for me.
Yeah. The camera on the Wildfire is better. It's a 5 megapixel as opposed to that 3.2.
3.2, yeah.
Yes.
So it swings and roundabouts really on a lot of things. But this was the one that I plumped for because it had 2.2, it had the free sat nav, it was the right size that I wanted, it had a better camera than my old phone.
I believe there's a new version of the Wildfire due out soon. That will have 2.2. What its price will be, I don't know. It'll probably be more likely £200 or more. So whether it's worth the additional cost over this, well, it depends whether you want a really nice camera on your phone or not. If you're just happy with 3.2 megapixels, Galaxy should suit you fine.
Yep, I love it. It does everything that I want it to do. It's got 3 home screens as well, so you can customise those to do whatever you want on each of them.
Live wallpaper.
And it's got live wallpapers, so as you can see I've got a cute little panda that's blinking away and his ears go twitch twitch.
Very important. Thanks for watching this episode. Previous episodes can be viewed at our website at
allthews.mammottechshow.com
and can be viewed in glorious high definition on our YouTube channel. And we now have, don't forget, our Facebook page, which can be found by doing a little search in Facebook for the Mammoth Tech Show, and then you
hit that like button.
Yeah, hit that like button. I've been Jeff Birch.
And I've been Frankie Birch.
And this has been the Mammoth Tech Show. Thank you very much for watching.